Cancer Collective. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing. Let's pull some cards for you and see what you need to hear about the week ahead. November 30th through December the 7th. Somebody could be quitting smoking this week or trying to. Or maybe somebody does smoke cessation professionally. I don't know what that could mean. It could be really cold this week where you live. Somebody could be buying a new coat or may need to. It could be for you, for your child. Okay. Something could go on like, you know how the zipper gets stuck on a jacket, a coat? I see something like that. Y'all know kids are famous for zipping the material in the zipper. So something like that could be going on, or broken zipper. I don't know what I'm saying. But let's see. What does Cancer need to know about the week ahead? We have ascension. All right, and it says your consciousness is expanding, allowing you to see beyond veils of illusion. As you rise to higher levels of awareness, remember that ascension is not about escaping the world, but transforming within it. Interesting. Seeing beyond the veils, Cancer, Pisces energy. And it's also giving me the Judgment card, some kind of awakening, a spiritual awakening. Trusting your instincts, awakening. It says, I call forth the codes of light within my DNA, initiating deep healing and the remembrance of who I truly am. So there's something going on with your light codes. I don't know what that noise was. There's something waking up in your DNA. She's got DNA behind her. And I heard Kendrick Lamar, he said, I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Some of you can have an ancestor who was very spiritual, very in tune. Most likely a feminine ancestor. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Some of you are trying to lean into your like your gut instincts this week. And I feel like Spirit is telling you to trust them. Because whatever you're getting a feeling about is absolutely correct. When I first picked up the deck of cards, the card fell on the table and said, clear mind. And both of these cards, her eyes are closed. It's giving me the High Priestess. Like, close your eyes, go within this week to figure something out, because it could be an ancestor trying to communicate with you. All right, let's see. What else? Two more cards. Ugh. What do we have here? Accepting mediocrity. It says, you are worthy of a life that excites and fulfills you. Settling for mediocrity is a quiet resignation that weakens your spirit. Refuse to compromise on what brings you joy and purpose. Okay. Like settling for less in some kind of way. And it kind of looks like from this image that this woman, because I'm assuming this is supposed to represent you, and you see how all these people are walking in the same direction, almost like they're walking towards some fire. And it's giving me, like, she's in the back. It's almost giving me following behind people who don't want better, don't know better, don't do better. So this is maybe why you have to close your eyes and go within this week. There could be some blind leading the blind around you, or some like group think going on around you, where you may have to just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna separate myself because I don't want to go into the fire with y'all. Because why they were walking towards fire? Okay, I'm hearing through the fire. Through the Fire by Shaka Khan. She's in Aries, so maybe an Aries is significant. I think she's in Aries. What else does Cancer need to know? Backtracking. It says, a simple but powerful tool for communication. Backtracking involves repeating or summarizing key points to ensure that you and your conversation partner are on the same page. Taking the time to backtrack can prevent miscommunication and build stronger rapport. But you know, the thing that's crazy is this backtracking is kind of giving me, coming out with accepting mediocrity. I feel like this is like somebody wanting you to explain yourself, to satiate their ego, or babysit their feelings or something this week. And I feel like you're like, no, even though you may be very compassionate towards this person and maybe you don't mind, this could be that somebody's going to misunderstand you this week. And it could be that you're standing your ground and wanting to move at your own pace and do your own thing, but people wanting you to like follow suit, be a part of the group think, you know, respectability, politics. Exhaustion just fell out. Number 31 could be significant. We got sacred sleep. It says, I enter sacred sleep each night, a healing sanctuary where my body, mind, and soul restore in perfect harmony. You're going to be getting some good rest this week. And then we got overwhelm. Feeling overwhelmed is often a sign that you have taken on burdens that are unnecessary, or excessive. Release what is not yours to carry and prioritize self-compassion and personal wellness. Yeah, and a part of that is going to come from getting good sleep. Okay. Now, the overwhelm card in the tarot is the sleep card as well, which means you may not be listening to your body. So if you've been having trouble sleeping this week, your sleep is going to be good. Okay. And it could be that maybe you're going to be getting somebody to understand where you were coming from. I do feel somebody will misunderstand you this week, or you could misunderstand someone. You two will work it out as far as coming to a common ground. But the only thing is, I'm feeling like not at the expense of your peace. Like if somebody is committed to misunderstanding you, there's nothing you can do about that. I just refuse, y'all. Y'all know how I talk on my channel. That's how I am in real life. I'm actually nicer on here than I am than I am in real life, because I don't have a lot of patience for people and foolishness. And people can just be foolish sometimes. And it's like, you know what? If you're committed to that version of me in your head, I do not care. Keep committing to it, because I know who I am. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like that's your message. Like, don't let anybody manipulate your energy this week into feeling like you got to go along to get along. No, I ain't part of the get along gang. Let's see what's going on. You got divine destiny showing up here too. Stepping into your full divine destiny, walking the path of your soul's highest evolution. So you got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. For some of you, the illusion that's showing up in your life is financial. It's material losses. It's financial hits. It's lack of resources. It's bad news regarding money, delays in your finances, growing and expanding. And that's the thing here that's showing up as some kind of illusion. Like I always tell y'all, you see how she's closing her eyes in both of these cards? I don't know if y'all can see it, but her eyes are closed in both cards. That indicates that this is something spiritual. And that's what I keep saying. I say it a lot, but like I always tell y'all, new people are always coming to the channel. So not to be redundant, but just to make the point that for the new people coming in, or people who still haven't grasped it, I'm telling you that poverty is consciousness. That's all that it is. Ace of Pentacles. And I want to say this, and I want to be clear. If you are on, going through hard times, if you are feeling overwhelmed financially, if you are suffering any lack, this is not to be insensitive to that. But I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I don't know how to make it clear because people, like I said, they're committed to misunderstanding. So I'm just going to speak my truth. Everybody has had moments where they've been down and out. Everybody's been in the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Everybody, even successful business people, have experienced this. Okay. But when you get a card like this, the aces are just potentials, right? So this could mean that right now you are in a financial deficit, right? This could mean spending too much money. This could be greed. This could be bad news regarding work. This could be not having employment, being in a poorhouse or whatever. What I'm saying is, I keep reiterating, close your eyes and live on the inside, because that's where you're creating your life from. I promise you, that is where you're creating your life from. This is the physical world. When you leave things to the physical world out here, you're going to be a victim of circumstances every time. I tell y'all this as a person that took many decades for me to understand. And I've been tapped into the law of attraction for a long time. But it didn't really click to me until I stopped trying to force it out here, trying to manipulate it like I'm touching this stuff here. You can't do it like that. You got to go in, because everything starts in the mind. I mean, is it not true that when we look at the Bible, did creation not start as a figment of the Creator's imagination? Did the physical world not come into existence because God said, let there be this, let there be that? God didn't have any physical evidence that it was there, but God doesn't need physical evidence, and you are God. Now, you're not God in the sense of being the Almighty. Y'all know what I'm saying. You are a part of that consciousness. It's in you. That life that was breathed into the lungs is in you. And so if that's the case, then why would we be out here trying to manipulate this stuff? This is not the real stuff. This is the result of the real stuff. So I feel like this is your tangible world, and it's showing up as in reverse, upside down. So this could definitely be something going on with somebody's financial situation, lack of stability, some kind of bad investment that somebody has made. But it says your consciousness is expanding, allowing you to see beyond the veils of illusion. All right. As you rise to higher levels of awareness, remember that ascension is not about escaping the world. This is the world, but transforming within it. How do you transform within it? You close your eyes, you go within, you create your life. You don't open your eyes and say, well, where is it? Because I noticed that's what people do. Well, you said that this person was going to do X, Y, Z. I know I said that, but if you opened your eyes, or if you left my reading and went and checked your phone to see if they called, they ain't never going to call like that. You have to already be content with what was said that you agree with or that you choose to claim. That's how this thing works, y'all. And I just keep saying it because I really want my audience to be well and to have the life that I know we all deserve. The reason why we are on this planet is not to suffer. So don't go looking for it, because you'll get disappointed, like this Ace of Pentacles. If you are expecting a phone call, if you're expecting some good news, just expect it, but don't expect it in the sense that you're looking for validation out here, because that's not where it happens. I would share something with y'all that happened to me just over the last, it happened on Thanksgiving. There is no logic to what happened to me. It's financial and there's no logic. I was talking to my fiance and I'm like, what is this? Like, where did this even come from? And it's from the government. The government that has just resumed business. When the government just chooses to bless you with windfalls of money and you're like, where did this come from? That's how this thing works. So I'm not going to stop saying it, because I want the logical minded people that can't wrap their head around this. Even though Cancer, you should be good at manifesting, because you're water. Water is intuitive, it's spiritual, so it shouldn't be hard for you to manifest. But for those of you who may struggle with that, because you have other placements in your chart, and maybe you got a lot of earth, and earth needs proof, or a lot of air needs proof. I feel like this is saying, nah, man, rest assured, if you're overwhelmed about something, it's going to work out. Your divine destiny is here. What's this awakening? The Five of Pentacles. Poverty consciousness, and this is spiritual poverty. Five of Pentacles, whether in the reverse or the upright. This talks about there being help for you. These pentacles represent the light being on in the church. You see the dog out here. Something about a dog could be significant. But this is a homeless card. This is bankruptcy. This is feeling alienated, isolated, feeling like an outcast. A woe is me attitude. And this is exactly what does not get you the manifestation. So for some of you, there is a message here about going through an awakening, about some... Again, this is not to beat you up, but just hear what I'm saying. This is a victim mindset. This is like, oh my God, I got it so bad. This is a cold winter, you know. This could be, even if you're not homeless, this could be things going on with your energy bill, or things going on inside of your home that you're just like, man, I have a home, I got a roof over my head. But when it comes to a lot of the other, maybe even amenities or luxuries that I want or used to have, maybe they're not there. Maybe you had to take some kind of financial hit. But this Five of Pentacles, spiritual poverty, is about being stuck in South Node. South Node, you can't manifest from South Node. Well, you do manifest. You manifest from any position. But manifesting from South Node brings more and more and more. It's a losing streak. So there's definitely a message here. I mean, I literally just talked about it, so I don't know who this is for. But if you are in a bad spot, don't beat yourself up about it. But don't covet it. Do not covet it. This means that help is available, and don't be too proud to ask for help. What is this? It says you call forth the codes of light within your DNA. And that means your birthright, okay? Initiating deep healing in the remembrance of who I truly am. And you're not broke. You're never broke. I don't care what your bank account says. I don't care what your financial situation. I don't care what your living situation. If you are God in the flesh, if God gave you as a physical being, how can you be poor? This is poverty consciousness. So it's a matter of changing your mind. It's a matter of changing your mind. The Five of Wands. Yeah, and the Two of Swords. See, all of this confused energy, or feeling like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, and then the Queen of Wands. And see, this is you working your magic. You know, the Queen of Wands, the reason why she has a wand is because she is able to create magic. Maybe from sacral energy, solar plexus energy, confidence. You know, those are more the lower chakras. But the thing is, those are the foundational chakras. And if Five of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles are here as challenges, then that means the first chakra is not even in alignment. The first chakra is the foundation. So for some of you, this could be something going on with family. Sometimes the Five of Pentacles is my black sheep card, like being out in the cold, not talking to family, and especially in the wintertime with the holidays and stuff like that. This could be feeling like you are abandoned, you know. There could be some abandonment wounds coming up for someone. This could be conflict going on with another person or a group of people. But I also feel like what I talked about in this card here, accepting mediocrity. If you are dealing with someone who just brings a lot of drama and chaos to your life, jealousy, whatever this might be, I feel like you've been trying to tune it out. Sometimes this is just like you're ignoring the elephant in the room, the red flags or whatever. And maybe this is just saying that, you know, okay, it's fine to close your eyes if you're going to be doing the work to ascend and go through an awakening, but this is not really doing the work. This is like, I want to avoid it at all costs. She's not even holding the two swords, and these represent the options that you have, or the people, or the thoughts. So one thing that you can hold on to, one thing that you need to let go of. Remember I said a clear mind fell on the table for you. This is cognitive dissonance. And with the swords, the lower the number, usually the better the card. So what's better than the two of swords? The ace of swords, which represents a clear mind. So this can be the feeling of overwhelmed or being stuck in a, like I said, denial, ignoring something, blocking out something that you don't want to hear. It's cognitive dissonance. It's, you know, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now, this could mean that for some of you, there will be something this week that's going to make you feel like a lone wolf. That's going to make you feel like, okay, I am the only one who feels like this. But you might have to just tune out that outside noise, all these other people's opinions. But this could also be a mental conflict, being stuck between two thoughts. And that could be teeter-tottering between poverty consciousness and abundance, an abundance mindset. A lack mindset and an abundance mindset. And if you teeter-totter, you'll get mixed evidence in the physical world. So again, I would say, if you ever watch a reading of mine or anyone else's, and they give you like these really hopeful, optimistic readings, and your first mind is to be like, that's not going to happen. Oh, she said that the last time, and that's not going to happen. These are all of the things that people, I don't approve these comments because I don't want that negativity on my channel, but I'm saying it to just speak to something that could be going on in somebody here, or just to let y'all know what I'm trying to say. If that's the type of mindset you have, what I said is not going to happen, because you've just put that positivity right in the toilet when you're like, that's not going to happen. I wasn't expecting what happened for me on Thanksgiving, but it happened, because I always expect good things. I wasn't expecting that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the first time that the government just gave me some money that I'm just like, well, where's this coming from? It's just weird. And again, the government was shut down. So why would I be priority? Why would they be sending me a check? That's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. I wish that people would share their testimonies. If you have been doing this, I think I may have shared this with you all, or it could have been Taurus. Like, just try for 30 days to keep your thoughts positive. Every time something comes across your path that looks bad, turn it around in positive, and don't even acknowledge what you're seeing in front of your face. You're going to have to be slightly delusional, like I told them. But I feel like that's the answer to the things that challenge the people in this world. Like, all of us are here collectively. We can all suffer together. We can all thrive together. I want us to thrive together. I am not interested in suffering. We already suffer enough with things we can't control, like death and, you know, things of that nature. But when it comes to your life, come on now. We want a good life. Why would we keep magnetizing, manifesting? This is manifestation. It's in reverse, though, which means you're still manifesting. It's just something that you don't want. This is definitely like being in two minds. And that's the problem maybe for someone, is that the awakening is happening to bring you out of this, to give you a clear mind and take you out of this double-mindedness. You know how the Christian community, they always say you can't serve two masters. This is serving two masters. And this is where the conflict is in life for somebody here. And it feels like, especially in your material world, your finances, just try, y'all. Just try. Because this is like temporary hardships and adversity, but these are growing pains. So what does that mean? If you're in pain but you're growing, that just means it's part of the course and it's a part of the process. But it doesn't mean you stay stuck in it. And I know y'all see people with stories like this all the time. Their rags to riches story, you know, and they talk about how they came from nothing and they just simply believed. And people think it's hogwash, and it's not. It's very true. It's the only thing that's true. Mediocrity is the King of Cups. Accepting mediocrity. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio moon. and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I just talked about the confirmation bias. I talked about implicit biases that we have, right? Look at this Nine of Swords. This Nine of Swords is like being nervous, feeling overwhelmed, not sleeping at night. And I said somebody could be having trouble sleeping, but this week is about you getting sacred sleep, because it's about you maybe confronting something that you could have been so far very passive about with the King of Cups. If you've been like losing sleep, worrying about something, stressing about something, it could be that you've been diplomatic. What did I say? Like babysitting somebody's feelings. Now this is you. This would represent water energy. And then you got air here. Now this Knight of Swords is usually somebody confrontational, somebody opinionated. And it says here that, you know, communication could be an issue. And, you know, getting on the same page with someone. Now, this is diplomacy. This is you being a bigger person here, not reacting emotionally to this person that could trigger you. Could be in the workplace for some of you. Could be a family member, friend, lover, neighbor, somebody at the grocery store. It could be anybody. But this is like some antagonism that could be coming your way. And this person, you cannot convince them that they are wrong. They think they know everything. Okay, this is an argumentative person, and this is the energy of you like, okay, well, I'm trying to get you to understand that I didn't mean it like that. But I feel like at some point, man, F this person. Like, if you're going to be committed, because this is committed, you cannot get this person to change their mind. The Knight of Swords is someone who will not take no for an answer. He is convinced that his point of view is the right point of view. He lives in an echo chamber. Confirmation bias is one of the things this represents, and I literally talked about that before the card came out. It does feel like there will be someone maybe younger than you this week that will challenge you. Could even be a child of yours. Now this would be an adult child. This wouldn't be like a little kid, but or maybe like a teenager, something like that. It's like you're definitely not getting in your emotions about it, which is good. You're maintaining emotional control here, but there's gonna be somebody that pushes your buttons this week. Okay. And you cannot tell this person that they're wrong. And I feel like I see you. I mean, even look at this lady's face. You can tell by not even seeing the person she's talking to. She's trying to make them understand, like, look, that's not what I meant. You took that wrong. Or maybe you just have two different points of view. And your point of view is probably right as the King of Cups. And theirs is probably more a knee-jerk reaction. This is somebody on autopilot. Again, you cannot tell him or her that they are wrong. What do they want? This is communication coming in from someone. It could be an inconsistent lover. And maybe you're just very unmoved by them. Maybe you're tired of accepting their mediocrity. What else? Someone's name is Kelly. I heard the name Green. That could even be somebody's whole name, Kelly Green. Okay, you got the King of Wands. You got a lot of people showing up here. You got water, air, and fire. That's Leo, Jupiter energy. That's about leading by example, showing people how it's done, being a pioneering spirit. And you got the Two of Wands, Aries, Mars energy. I feel like this week you are being the bigger person. I have no idea who this person is coming towards you, but it feels very much like your emotions are intact. It feels like you're very matter of fact. I don't see you missing your words. I do see you saying something with a smile on your face, but I see eventually that you will just simply make your statement, and it's just going to be what it is. It's going to be up to this person whether they choose to continue to believe what they choose to believe or listen to what you're saying, because ain't nobody got time for this. Like, I said what I said. If you don't understand it, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. Okay? But I feel like there is something about reaching a middle ground with someone this week. A big part of it is going to be that you are the bigger person. Because again, this is leadership. This is leading by example. This is taking the lead. This could even be you initiating communication with someone. Maybe this is why you're sleeping better, because you're going to be addressing something like a boss. Okay? All right. Yeah, that's what I feel. You have a decision to make this week as well. And I feel like you will give it a lot of thought from an emotionally sound place, and you will act with a lot of confidence, whatever that might mean to you. Yeah, it's something that maybe you've been procrastinating about, some kind of decision that you need to make. Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles are both procrastination. It could be something about a move, leaving someone, Six of Swords is like leaving with or without someone. I see a woman and a child getting on a boat. This is spirit. This is a spirit guide moving you to calmer waters. So like I said, not going along with the program. You're pushing back against something, and you're okay with being by yourself, doing it by yourself. This Knight of Swords could even be you being very brave, facing something with a lot of heroic energy, being agile, so adapting to changes. But just know that somebody will challenge you this week, and it feels like you're just like, I mean, look at the King of Cups. Look at his face. I don't know if y'all can see it, but his face looks like, whatever. I don't know how I can make this clear. Jesus. But his face just kind of looks like, okay, whatever. Y'all probably can't see it like I can see it, but it's just like, whatever. This person is coming right towards you with their sword up. That's wanting to talk, wanting to argue. And it's like, I'm not, you know how Cardi B was like, like you don't even have the words. You're just like, okay, whatever. I'm unmoved. I'm unbothered. I've regulated my emotions. So for some of you, this is you putting your foot down with somebody that's been trying to give you this mediocre energy. Could be a lover. What's going on with sacred sleep and overwhelm? So it's like it's time to lay it down. It's time to get some rest. It's time to trust that everything is going to work out fine. Another card with the eyes closed. The Star, healing, optimism, faith, understanding that the light is coming at the end of the tunnel. This is Aquarius energy. You're being set up for the beginning of your year, 2026, to look so much better than 2025 has looked. The Lovers. Okay, now this could be that the overwhelm is over the Lovers. Could be a Gemini or an Aquarius in your energy field. This could be for some of you dating. Maybe you're already with someone new. Maybe there's a past person's energy that's like, you're mine and I'm not going to let you go. But you're like, nah, I'm good. I got a healing partnership here. This is partnership. And the masculine is actually reaching his hand down to pick her up off of the ground. This is Adam and Eve here. And I talked about the creation story in my own way. So this could be for some of you a lot of, I don't know what to say. I was getting ready to say one thing, but I feel like I shouldn't say that. But two majors are good. So this is usually dating after heartbreak. The Star comes after a Tower moment. So this could be maybe meeting somebody new this week that's really like your cosmic plus one. The Lovers is your other half. This is your kingdom spouse showing up. And he's lending a helping hand to her. So maybe this overwhelm is that you feel this way. But the reason why you're about to start having this sacred sleep is because somebody's giving you peace of mind. I mean, you can only give yourself peace of mind, but you know what I mean. Like your healing, part of your healing process. Let me read this. I enter sacred sleep each night, a healing sanctuary where my body, mind, and soul restore in perfect harmony. And you got this card, a harmonious card, rejuvenation. Energy about you recharging your battery. This could be somebody that's a great inspiration to you or vice versa, or you to each other. And there's definitely a lot of love here between you and another person. What is this? Or some kind of support, okay? Because the Lovers can be anybody that loves you. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but this could be you attracting someone. What is this? Yes, the Five of Cups came out in reverse. So this is getting over some kind of grief, some kind of pain, some kind of hurt. It says moving forward, accepting help. And like I said, he's reaching out a helping hand to her. I can't show it because they're naked. That's why I keep kind of flashing it. But it says here, letting go of grief, healing, forgiveness, acceptance, and overcoming despair. I love that. The Justice card, balance being restored to your life, Libra energy. You got three majors. Bottom of the deck, we got somebody collaborating with you. And then you got somebody still holding on to you, a Capricorn, a Gemini. You got Cancer energy here, Cancer moon. So Cancer, you could be born the end of Cancer season, which would be July 11th through July 22nd. I'm seeing Capricorn. So there's something happening in Capricorn season based on these two cards here. It feels like you're meeting somebody new if you're looking for love. Or again, collaboration, cooperation between you and another person. Balance being restored. Now, for some of you, this could be healing a relationship. Maybe you want to heal with someone. Everybody's going to be on different timelines. But there could have been a betrayal, but there's still feelings involved. You got the card of rejection. You got the card of betrayal and heartbreak, and somebody with a closed heart chakra. But then there's someone else here showing up as a team player. So I think that's all we're going to cover today, because I did your love inside of your general reading. So that is what I have for you today. Just know, if you are dealing with some financial losses, hits this week, or just in general, it will turn around for you, but you have got to keep your thoughts positive. You just have to. I know that, like I said before on this channel, that's not the popular thing to say. The popular thing to do is to just keep talking about the problem. I just don't get that. I don't get it. And I'm glad that I don't get it, because that would mean that I'm in that consciousness. I don't get it. Like, how is that going to work? We understand things go wrong. People mess up. People fail. People go through hardships. But guess what? That doesn't mean you have to stay there. Somebody's name could be Brianna. I just heard Keller. Keller. Or Heller or something like that. Somebody's last name could be something like that. I might be off, but something like that. Anyway, that is your reading. Try to keep your thoughts positive, because the opposite is not going to bring about what you want. Stay hopeful. Stay optimistic. The star card means to strip yourself down to the bare essentials. Look at yourself in the mirror. See the flaws. See the shortcomings. And love every bit of it, because it's all a part of your story. And that is how you heal. And that is how you find optimism, and knowing that every scar that you have has a story with it that you survived. That's the beauty. It doesn't feel good in the moment, but like I said, that's because we're looking at the world around us, outside of us. When you look at the world inside of you, you can have whatever you want. Close your eyes right now. Do this exercise with me. Close your eyes right now and imagine that you're living in your dream home, driving your dream car. Put yourself in the car. Smell it. Feel the wheel in your hands. When you do that, it's real. It's just that you're not experiencing it on the outside yet. The 3D yet. The 3D is not the real world. It's not the real world. It's not the real world. We've been taught wrong, y'all. They lied to us like they always do. It's not the real world. So that is what I have for you. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you all the next time. Hype the video if you can. And hopefully y'all understood. I say everything in love, but I'm just a matter-of-fact person, so it might sound a little mean, but it's not. It's in love. Peace, y'all.